All right. Hello. Um, in case you don't know me or it's your first time here, I am Felix Resch. I'm a composer. Have been doing this for more than 10 years. And on these streams, I'm basically, sharing with you my production process and produce music live on stream. Now, the thing is, on the last stream we did, I basically finished my new EP, like the last track. With 14-bit MIDI, beautiful user who always pops up in chat as well. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today, but I'll definitely be improvising for about 20 minutes now. I'll start with that and see if there's anything new coming up. And there are two possibilities what we could do after that. I'll just start with making some music and then we'll see. So, hope you enjoy. See you in about 20 minutes if everything works. I think it will. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for today, for the improvisation part at least. And I only in the middle of it saw that I didn't record the first part, so that's good. Hey, I still have it on YouTube, so if I want it, I have to recreate it, but that's okay. Now let's go to the screen real quick. Yeah, that's the improvisation here. Let's stop this, and I will stop the piano looper. Okay, now what I am going to do today is, after, again, if you're just watching this, if you just, oh yeah, one person is watching, so hello to you. So yeah, hey, 14-bit MIDI, and it's you. Beautiful. Good day to you, sir. Hello, just a quick hello. Just a quick reminder, yeah, there's a 30-second delay between me seeing the chat and you actually seeing the video, so it might take me 30 seconds to reply to your comments. Yeah, so today, 14-bit MIDI and I know on the last stream we have finished the last track of my upcoming EP live here on stream. If you haven't seen it, last stream before this, I think it's on the 23rd of May. Really sorry that I didn't get to stream on Wednesday and Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, it was really a full week. So yeah, today, what are we going to do today? There are several things. 14-bit MIDI, same to you, sir. 14-bit MIDI writes. Now, 14-bit MIDI, question to you. What would you like to see me do now? Work on the next release, which I think will be some piano electronic key thing, or do some, you know, reshare. What's this called? Like looking up some blogs, and I'll do all this promotion stuff and looking for people I can send this to. Your choice. No, I have to wait 30 seconds. You know what? I think I've just decided myself, because watching me look up blogs and stuff like that might be really boring. Yeah, so I think I'll start working on something new, and I have no idea what this will be. So a good starting point, I think, would be all the improvisations. Wait, I'll save this one here as 30th of May Impro. So we have lots of improvisations here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 impros. Yeah, and all these were improvisations which were live on stream. And I think there was something good in some of them. Yeah, 14-bit MIDI writes, good idea. New music is always nice. Yeah, I think so too. You know, and I also think it's, you know, if I spend too much time on the you know, releasing part of this new EP, you know, this one I have to show you. I think I showed it on the last stream, or one of the last streams as well, but right now it's really happening. There's a beautifully talented illustrator. What's her name? Marlene. And she's going to do the cover for the EP. And yeah, we're just, you know, she's starting already. We've worked out the contract and all that stuff. Although not really contract, we don't really have a contract right now, but the payment and all that. And yeah, she has just started working on it, and I think this will be beautiful. Yeah, and I already told her, like, the track list and the animals that should be in this picture. Yeah, so this is starting, and I'm also starting to plan a photo shoot of some kind. And yeah, it's going to be something in a forest, and I'm going to shoot it on the A7S II, which is a great camera. Yeah, and maybe we'll do some things with colorful smoke, you know, these smoke things. If it's allowed to do that in the forest, I think I'm going to use one of these, or 2, or maybe 4 in all different colors, and walk around with it, and somebody's taking photos of me. That's the plan. Maybe this won't work, and I will just have black and white photos in front of a Berlin wall or something, or any wall. Yeah, but we'll see. That's the point right now, and I'm working out the release schedule and all that stuff. But if I spend too much time doing this, I spend no time writing music. So writing music is actually a good thing to do on these streams, I think. And I won't be bothering you, like you, 14-bit MIDI in particular, but all the other people, like 30 people maybe, who will watch this later. Yeah, with promotion stuff. Yeah, I think I am going to start looking into old improvisations. This might be a little bit boring, but you know, I'm going to comment on everything I hear, and hope there will be some good parts in there. So this is the first improvisation which is recorded. I think there were many more improvisations, probably 13 or even more, but I did not record all of these. So I will also have to look up old YouTube replays of that improvisations, but I won't do this on stream. No worries. Yeah, this here looks like I have already taken some parts out which I liked, but let's start at the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Well, the beginning is always like lame. And it takes a while until there's something interesting and I pick it up and... What's... Ah, wait, this is... what you're hearing right now is actually the blooper. The blooper great pedal is automatically starting its loop when I start the DAW. So let's delete that and listen to it again. Okay, yeah, that sounds better. Okay, this is the improvisation from 8th of May 2020. Whatever I did there. Okay. Well, this is a little bit boring. Let's see. It seems like I'm also playing the piano afterwards. Okay. Okay. Here I marked this red, so this. Okay. It's my typical Thomas Newman Radiohead chord progression. It's like my default. You know, 14-bit meteorites. The Prophet sounds so good. Now I'm considering buying one too. Yes, it sounds really good. I like it a lot, and I mean, it's really a great instrument for two reasons. I like the basic sound it has with the filter, and the keys are really great for, you know, they feel great, and it rings on eternally. If you put the release to 12 or to whatever 100%, it like rings on for 60 seconds or whatever. Yeah, and it's a beautiful. I like it a lot. I don't know if you know Rival Consoles, the music producer who's just put out a new EP, or the lead single at least, which I'm not so really sure if I like it. But yeah, I saw it in his studio and I thought, I need to get one. And I'm also a huge Radiohead fan, and they have been using this instrument live. So yeah, it was kind of I had to have this. 14-bit meteorites, also looking into the Summit, but they all are great. I don't know about the Summit. I'll have to look that up now. Summit synth. Whoa, that's expensive, but it's about innovation. Yeah, I've heard about this one. Well, it looks good. It looks like a good instrument. Yeah, I don't know. You know, for me, it's like it's also this. I don't want to say religious thing. No, it's definitely not a religious thing. But this I associate certain sounds with the Rev 2 and certain artists, and that's why I like it. You know, it's not. I mean, like, music is not really a rational thing, in a way. So I don't know. That's why I'm in love with the Rev 2, because of Radiohead and Rival Consoles. Yeah. But honestly, when I went to here the music store in Berlin, I started to play this Rev 2, I could not stop. You know, it was like, I need to go on. These sounds are so beautiful. I was smiling all the time, and this rarely happens. This rarely happens to me with instruments. So yeah, and it didn't happen with the other instruments. A little bit with the Moog Sub Fatty. I also liked that a lot because of the very snappy attack it has, and the huge bass sounds. But I could not afford it at that time, so I had to choose whether I have the Rev 2 or the Sub Fatty, and I chose the Rev 2, obviously. 14-bit meteorites, Dave Smith rules whatever he does. Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, I haven't tried anything else except the Rev 2, but I'm really excited for the Prophet what's the new profit here? This completely analog thing. Yeah, but I think I would miss the modulation matrix of this Rev 2, because that's another thing I really love about this instrument. You can easily modulate any parameter easily, almost any parameter. Yeah, but yeah, it's really, you know, you can make music with anything really. It's personal taste in a way. Okay, let's listen to this once more. Yeah. That's okay, but I mean that's not really a piece. That's a beautiful chord progression. This background. That's also a question if I would use this. I don't know how I would go into the sound, you know? Would I just play? Would this just start or fade in? Maybe it would fade in, so this would work, I think. Let's try this real quick. Like this. Would this work? Yeah, I think this would work. Would have to filter the low end. Like this. Yeah, I think this would work. Now I'm just checking, because I've done many improvisations with some kind of pad in the background and then piano on top. Ah, 14-bit meteorites. I did test the Moog 1 at Thomann. Ah, you were at Thomann. At the like in Burach or somewhere in like the most rural part of Germany there is Thomann. And you went there? Okay. At Thomann and had the same experience, not wanting to stop, but it is out of my price range for now. Yeah, that like with there's this beautiful saying of what was I don't know, something with musicians just spending way too much money on equipment and being poor due to that. But yeah. And he continues as 14-bit meteorites. Some EDM artists are also often resolving to major chords at the end of minor chain cadence. I think Bach started this trend in music, though. No, to be precise, I don't think Bach was it. You mean the what's it called? It has a name, like ending in major if you're in a minor key. That's the Picardische Terz, Picardy third. I think it's Picardy third. That's very old. It's actually from way before Bach, I think. Hey, no, go away. I don't want to see this now. Wait, Picardy third. I think it's the Picardische Terz. Yes, Picardy third. Wait, let's do it in English so everybody else can. A Picardy third, French, also known as Picardy cadence, is a major chord of the tonic. Yeah, exactly, Picardy third. And I think it's a lot older. Robert Hall. Yeah, in medieval music. Yeah, but of course, it can be found in Bach's music as well, obviously. But because he was kind of old school. For his days, he was kind of old school. You know, with all these fugue stuff, which was really out of date at the time he was writing music. But okay, 14-bit meteorites is a 1.5-hour drive from where he lives to Thomann. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would go there all day and spend all my money and be poor again. And it's not like I'm not poor already, so no, I'm a little bit poor. Yeah, but you know, I think this idea, which you also find in medieval music, that you don't really care too much about which scale you're in. You just use major and minor chords how it suits you, is something I love to do as well. And I think this is something everybody should, you know, do more, because it makes your music much more interesting if you expect a minor third and there's a major third, or the other way around. So there's always, when I'm improvising, I always think, try to, you know, mix it up a little bit and just try to use a major chord or minor chord where the opposite would normally be. 14-bit MIDI writes, some of your chord progressions are very Deadmau5-like, and that is a good thing. Also sometimes Newman-esque. Yes, thank you for saying that, because I too like Deadmau5 chord progressions a lot. I think he also introduced this whole triplet feel in electronic music. That I think he had a huge impact on that, and I like to do that as well. Like 6/8 is a beautiful time signature. Yeah, Thomas Newman is another one of my heroes. Radiohead, like the Tom York piano voicings in Everything in its Right Place, or the Pyramid Song. I do that a lot. Yeah, but it's nice of you to hear that. Yeah, this one as well. You know, it's very, especially with the pad in the background, that's very Newman-esque. But you know, Thomas Newman was one of the persons I listened to and thought, hey, film music is not that boring at all. You know, and John Williams, of course, but he's more on the very classical but very well done classical part side of things. Okay, this is okay, but it's not really a song. Now I think what I'm going to do is create a new project where I collect all these. You know, just use this, copy, create a new project. Oh wait, no, we'll do it differently. You know what? I'll just mark these like I did, and then at the end, when we're through the whole project, I create a new project with all the improvisations. Okay, this sounds like a mistake. It's like a cheesy, beautiful thingy. Okay, let's delete the middle part and go to this one. This seems to be good. Yeah, it's very cheesy. I mean, that's my daughter in the background. Oh, this one is good, I think. Boom, 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 boom. You know, again, chords you would not immediately... and maybe this is something, I don't know. We'll do listen back to all of this later. Okay. This is nice. 14-bit MIDI asks, a happy mistake. Yeah. Yeah, basically you're with just, you know, introducing some randomness in your music theory cage makes it much more interesting, I think. And yeah, happy accidents. That's what makes music interesting, I think. 14-bit MIDI asks, do you have your favorite tonal keys? Yes, I do. I mean, there are, it's not like favorite, but keys that I tend to use very often. And I'm trying to break out of this. It used to be like a C minor. Obviously, it's easy, simple. C minor, and when I felt like C minor is boring, then I moved on to F minor. First of all, because they are kind of related. If you use different chord like Mixolydian, Phrygian, Dorian, and all these stuff. They're kind of related, and because it sounded a little bit different, and I wanted to go to another key. And another reason is that in F minor, the sub note is like the most, like almost ideal for bass, for sub bass, because that's still the lowest note many systems can reproduce. And in C minor, like a very low C is so low that most systems cannot reproduce this. I mean, I'm talking about like home hi-fi and headphone stuff. And the highest note it can still reproduce is very high. So yeah, I thought let's go F minor, and then, but generally minor keys. I like minor keys much more because they already have this randomness ingrained in their structure, because it's not like there's harmonic minor, there's melodic minor, and there's the natural minor. So you already have three different end parts of these minor scales, which you can interchange and go from one to the other interchangeably. So you can have a minor fifth or major fifth or all of that, and I mean a minor fifth chord, so a minor dominant or minor subdominant and stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm also just a minor guy. I like minor keys. And that's more of a melody. I think this. What's no, not like this. This part is nice, but this one here was really bad. That's a Picardy third. That's a Picardy third right there. Beautiful one. No, I don't like it. Go back to nowhere, please. Okay, let's see how this goes on. Oh, okay, that's a major minor seventh. Yeah, but I kind of like this part here, because then it becomes a melodic thing. And you could go on with this. So that's something I think that this, you could make something out of that. Okay, and what comes here at the end? Kind of right here will be some really bad cello playing. Let's already get ready for impact and put some reverb on it. And make it a little very quiet. Okay, what's this? Oh. Okay, no, I don't know about this. Okay, then now the pad in the background is high passed, low passed. Ah, okay, it's just me talking. Okay, it's not a cello. All right, I think that's it for the improvisation from the beginning of this month. I like this part, and I'm just going to copy this, only this part. Let's see if we need these. No, that's just low passes. We don't need to copy these. Hey, and let's make it like this, that we're going to use this project here, like the first, and just use this as our like collection bin for all the impros. And let's call this Best of Impros from May 2020. Best impros May 2020. Now let's listen again. So cheesy, but this might be a very good relaxing piano soundtrack. But you know what, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there has to be something in there which I like and which is kind of special, and I think this is a little bit. Yeah, let's see. This is okay. This is okay, but it's not great or anything. Let's go on to the next improvisation from 2 days later, 10th of May. Let's see what there is. Sample offline. No. Okay, great. So this is 9 minutes long and there's just one single thing I marked red, which I liked. So let's have a listen. I was actually using a drum thing, like a drum loop here. This must have been the only stream I did that. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay, but... Okay. Anything new? Okay. Okay, I played around with the blooper. No, the piano. Yeah, that's... At some point I felt like the moment I started to use the piano with the blooper loops, things started to become more interesting. And that was also the point when I thought, hey, I wanted to do a piano electronic EP since I was like 15 years old and never did it. So... I know why I like this. Again, 6/8. Yeah, well, this is okay. I would not, I have to use different colors, I think, for stuff that is okay, that is awesome, and stuff that is incredibly good. Okay, but this one is okay, I would say. Okay, let's listen on. Keep on listening. Let's just put a compressor on this piano, because it sounds so much better with the compressor. I mean, not so much, but it sounds better. Now it's too loud. Not sure about this. Okay, well... And in case you're just new to right here, new to the stream, I am Felix. I'm a composer. I've been writing music for more than 10, 15, 20 years. I've been making a living off of this for 10. And right now I'm going through old improvisations, which all have taken place here on this channel live, and look for interesting ideas in these improvisations, which may or may not be part of a new release. I don't know when. Yeah, this is kind of the birth of a new EP or new album, live on stream. But I think this improvisation from the 10th of May is not really anything. This is the only thing that's kind of... Yeah, but this is not really... The only thing I like about this is this loop here, the synthesizer. Man, that's okay. That's not even really... Oh, this is so good. It's okay. Okay, I think 10th of May is done for. Let's go to the 12th of May improvisation. Save changes. New. Let's see what this is. Okay, hey, I can't remember this. Do you know this? You open a project and you can't remember working on this. Okay, but apparently I've already found parts here which I liked. Okay, let's have a listen what I did. What's this? Okay. Let's also put a compressor here on the piano. Could it be that I'm doing the same thing every time? That's weird. Like... Yeah. I'm kind of doing the same thing over and over again. But this is like different. This is different from... But it's kind of boring. Or is it? I don't know. I think I don't like that loop in the background. It's kind of too much reverb. Yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's better than the improvisation from 2 days before that, because this is still like a phrase, a whole thing I could use later. Well, this is not too bad. This is not too bad, I think. One thing with my piano is there's on the I think it's the G4 or G5, one of the 3 strings there rings with almost every note I play. It's like a bell. Like here, the high part, you can hear it. Yeah, but hey, that's okay. That's my piano. I just have to play anything that's compatible with G. But you know, in the high notes, it doesn't really matter. Every one director I've been working with said, so in the lower end of the piano, there are not so many friends between the piano keys, and the higher notes, there are everybody's friend with each other, which I think was a pretty precise, a beautiful picture, because you could, if you're playing high on the piano, like every note goes well with every note, basically. Not really, but much more than if you go lower. Whatever. Let's go. Continue. Okay, I think I'll take this. There's another loop. Whoa, what's this? No. No. Ah. Now this reverb is actually the Dark Star reverb. I don't know if you've seen this. Ah, wait, that reminds me, I have to get the camera. Don't know if you know the Dark Star reverb. It's a very, very interesting pedal, which is pretty lo-fi, but produces these high-pitched and low-pitched reverbs. Like this sound here, exactly. It's just the Prophet Rev 2 put through this Dark Star reverb pedal, and then the Immerse reverb at the end of it, probably, I think. Yeah, and then looped through the blooper. Ah. Okay, and then okay. Yeah. Not sure about this. This part is okay. No. This works. I mean, it's still not really special. I'll make it a yellow. Yellow is like, this is okay. Red is, I need to work on this pronto. And that's a weird thing with the minor 7th. Should be major 7th. Okay, and then I'm going up. But I kind of like this this pad in the background. I think that's I already can tell that we'll have many of these pads, which we can use in all sorts of contexts. Yeah, that's what I mean with in the higher registers on the piano. Every single note is friends with one another. You can play almost whatever you like, the higher you go. Ah. Well, it has some kind of Philip Glass vibe. Okay. It's something different. Let's EQ this a little. Get in some high end. No, what have I played there? Okay, let's keep on listening. Yeah, well, this is kind of... Okay, as soon as I introduce a melody, this becomes more interesting. Although that's not really a melody. But then again, what is a melody? If you ask John Cage or anybody, you know what I mean. Well, that's That's okay. That's okay. Let's take this as well. Okay, and then some arpeggio stuff. We don't need that. Let's make it yellow as well. And this one, I kind of liked this, I think. I would not have put... Ah, yeah, okay. It's kind of the same thing. I think it's even F minor, is it? Probably. Or C minor. F minor or C minor. One of the two, usually. Okay, let's take this now and open Best of May, I should have called this. Don't save. Because, I mean, maybe I should have saved it. Okay, let's put a marker here as well, so that we know from which, marker, from which impro this was. And this one was from the 12th, I think, 12 May 12th. And this one was from the 10th or 8th. I think it was from the 8th. May 8th. Okay. Yeah, this one was better. I think it's more minimal. You know, it's, and I like the pad in the background more. Again, if you just come into the stream, I am Felix. I'm a composer. I've been doing this for 10 years or more, and right now I am going through improvisations, which were happening here on live stream in the last 13 streams or something, looking for new material for a new release. Because the last stream we finished the next release, which will be Mia, and will come out sometime later this year. And usually I start every stream with a improvisation here in my studio, like 20 minutes, usually, a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. This one is good. I think I like this. It's very simple, but it has potential to, you know, be varied for lots of variations that can come out of this. Also, I like simple ideas. Because if a simple idea works, you know, you can expand on it. Okay, no. And if you're seeing this right now or even later in the replay, feel free to like it. If you like it, it will help me a lot with the algorithm. So that maybe, you know, not only 30 people will see this, but somebody else. So if you want to support me, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. I would be offended a little bit, but maybe that maybe you like that. I don't know, but I would be very happy if you know, press the like button instead of the dislike button. But hey, okay, and this part is also interesting, but not the piano, not the synthesizer texture. It's interesting. It's not really awesome, but it's interesting. Okay, let's go to the next improvisation, which is from the 13th of May. Let's see. Hey, and I've listened to this too already. Okay. Okay, that's a blooper impro. And here comes the piano. It's a lot of low-end rumble here. I'll just EQ this a little bit. Ah, the piano already has a compressor on it, which is good, and we'll do some EQing there as well. Okay, that's interesting. It's not interesting. Okay. And again, if you've just tuned in, right now we are looking for material for a new release, which it's really you are just right now watching the birth of a new release. Hey, I like this. And even more of these improvisations here, because these are improvisations which I've been improvising on the last couple of streams. This one here is from the 13th of May. So yeah, the basic idea is to have a whole EP created on stream, and whoever wants to know how I did this can just watch all the streams. In case anybody wants to do that, right? But yeah, it's also like a good thing for me to not feel like I'm all alone. And yeah, also feel free to comment, to chat. 14-bit MIDI is I don't know if you're still there, is very good at writing lots of comments, and he actually contributed a lot to the lead singer of the next EP. Like we basically, to a point where I felt like we basically wrote this together here on live stream. So yeah, you can always, ask questions or just comment or... Okay, I like this. I like this part here. Maybe just the piano? It's very simple, But it's not like that's an idea. I don't know. I don't know about this. But there's something to it. Whatever this is, that's not good. No. It's really just this first. And I mean, it works very well with the harmonies in this loop. Hey, 5 people watching. That's so weird. I didn't even post this on my socials or anywhere. So hello to you 5 people. It's beautiful that you are here. And again, really quick, I mean, the rest of you will be annoyed, but if you just tuned in, I'm right now looking for interesting ideas in improvisations I did on the last couple of streams to start a whole new EP or album, I don't know. So you're basically watching the birth of a new release. Okay, I think I like this first part, only this first part. And yeah, I'm going through all these improvisations and extracting the little good or bad bits, not the bad bits. I mean, the bad bits just to release them, yes. No, to delete them. And the good ones, the good apples go into the good basket, and the bad apples, which will be about 90% of the... Oh, what's this? That's another beautiful sound here. This, I mean, you see how this let me enlarge this. You see how this texture fades away slowly. That's basically the blooper pedal. Maybe I'll do a video about the blooper pedal, because I like this a lot. It gets this degraded tape recorder, which is just one tape which records over and over and over, and gets more and more degraded. And at the end, it's really just not there anymore until it's gone. I like the sound. Okay, but this is still something, I can get this from the original files. So the basic idea is this one. Hey, DJR, you came up in my feed. Oh, and Marcier, I'm sorry, Marcier Sadowski. Hi. Yeah, hello you two. You came up in my feed. Well, that's incredible. YouTube, thank you. And hey, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this. 14-bit MIDI writes, hey, Marcier, you have to. Oh, I'm really sorry if I pronounce this wrong. But hello, you two. If you have any questions or any suggestions or anything, please feel free to let me know. And in case you missed it, I am currently going through improvisations from the old streams, the last 13 streams, and looking for interesting ideas to start a new release. Because the last release was finished on the last stream, together with 14-bit MIDI. And... oh, that's interesting. I mean, without the click, obviously. Okay, and that's... the good thing is here I have also recorded the MIDI information I played, and that's basically all I played here. The rest is all the blooper pedal and reverb pedal. Basically C minor and then C sharp major. I like this. I like this. I mean, this will be a very mellow release. But like I said, I've since I was like 15 years old, I wanted to do a electronics and piano EP, and I've never done this. I'm 34 right now, so 19 years ago I wanted to do this, and I didn't. And now is the time, I think. Yeah, I like this. You know, the simple ideas, if they work, I can expand on this. I like this. This one will be red. That's a good idea. This is like I can very well see this in a chill out lo-fi piano playlist. And that's not necessarily a good thing, I think, because... or maybe it is, I don't know. I like this. What's this? No? Okay, I mean, there you see that it's really... I was improvising. And don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, again, that's the point of it. I think if you know exactly what I'm doing, you're not doing it right. Yeah, but there kind of repeats. But that's also nice, like in the higher registers. Okay, I like this whole idea. But I think I would not put out an EP which is entirely made out of these atmospheric. Okay, there it goes into something else. DJ RY writes, that loop is very reminiscent of Boards of Canada. Nice aesthetic. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love... that's another... it's so hard. You know, people in chat say, hey, well, that sounds like Thomas Newman. That sounds like Radiohead. That sounds like... yeah, I like all of these bands and artists, and you can tell. But hey, you know... that's okay. And in case you want to know how these were made, that's... if you don't know the blooper pedal from Chase Bliss, check it out. It's a beautiful pedal for these kind of things. And the way this works is, you know, you record a loop, and then there's a modifier that has the sound drop out at random points and re-records this. And every time it re-records this, a different piece of the audio drops out a little bit. And at the end of it, like it's all gone. And there is some reverb on it, obviously. But in the beginning it's like this, you know, it's full, and at the end it has been recorded on top, always with this modifier on, so at the end it's really just... And I think I switched off the modifier at the end to not have it go completely away. Oh, 6 people watching. Thank you. Again, if you've just tuned in, I'm collecting ideas from old improvisations we did live on stream here to basically create a new release. So yeah, you all are watching the birth of a new release, EP, whatever. And it will be kind of a piano electronic thing, centric thing, whatever. This one is also nice. I think this one is really good. I like this a lot. Oh wait, let's not delete the MIDI, because then I know what I've played. But the Brauner track can go. Yeah, and it's a simple loop, right? It's a very simple loop, but it's like the tonality is open. It can be a lot of keys. I don't know which one right now. If you have C minor and then C sharp major, or probably D flat major, could be a lot of keys, and we have this ambiguity or ambivalence. I don't know what the English term is, but there are many keys this would, you know, you could play underneath this. And with the piano, it's here, I think. Yeah, I like this. I think this is very ambient. No, not bounce it. No, Felix. Let's just take this and put it into the best impro project, because this one is really nice. I like this. Yeah, so these are the material we have right now. It's 9 minutes already, so I think this EP might become a little bit longer. Maybe it's a whole album. I don't know. Yeah, let's save this. And this one was from the... Oh, which date was this? Open recent, 13th of May. That was the best of the 13th of May impro. Wait, let's call this May 13th. All right. And go to the next. But I feel like we could already start with this. Yeah, but I think I'll just go through all of them on this stream. Might be boring, but maybe not. I don't know. Save. Yes, save, please. The funny thing is, in all of these improvisations, I've already obviously listened back to them because there are already parts marked red, so they should be okay. But I cannot remember for the life of me doing that. That is the Rev2, the synthesizer, plus the Darkstar reverb again. If you don't know the Darkstar reverb, it's from Old Blood Noise, and they make this beautiful pitch reverb thing where you can pitch the whole reverb up 1 octave and 1 octave down at the same time, so you get both plus 12 semitones, minus 12 semitones reverb sound with this modulation in it. I think it's really beautiful. I like this. And it's, you know, it's completely messes with the audio. Look at that, it's completely off. It's the DC offset, but it's a beautiful pedal, like this lo-fi. Yeah, I like this, actually. I like this. Also this chord progression. Let's see, now there's a piano as well. Let's see what I played. I like this. I'll just mark this. let's see where the first chord is. And I think it's a very long release, long attack, so it's really just fading into each other, these chords. I like this. Let's not make it red, it's not that good. It's okay, it's yellow. It's a yellow. Okay, let's see what I played here. Ah. And again, the blooper. No, that's not... No, that's bad. Okay. Okay, now this is interesting. So it's this... well, let's make it orange. It's this pad with the Darkstar reverb, plus some piano arpeggios. That's an interesting combination, I think. Yeah, I like this. What was this click? Did you hear that as well? I like this. I like this. And now 1 octave high. Okay, then I'm going up. I'm really not very precise when I play these arpeggios, but I don't have to be. Even though I've been playing the piano for like since I'm 4 or 5 years old, I was never very good at being very precise. Okay, I like these. That's a good idea here. Okay, delete this one, delete this one. And yeah, let's see what else is in this impro. Now this one here. Okay, but this is easy to recreate, I think. I like these chord arpeggios plus this reverb, Darkstar. The funny thing is this, you see this DC offset here. You know, this part here is really off-center. And I think that's the Darkstar reverb. Also, when you go with the signal which has lots of high end through the Darkstar reverb, kind of low passes it. So it's really a very lo-fi pedal, and it shouldn't be on all, like, just rarely I use this, but when I use this, it's kind of weirdly beautiful. Yeah, I think I'll use this. It's good. No? Okay, let's see what else is in there. That's the Rev 2, the Prophet Rev 2, plus the, what's that pedal's name? Lo-Fi Junkie, which is a beautiful chorusy lo-fi tape compression LFO pedal. It's really heavily compressed and there's lots of noise in it, but I like this as well. Especially with the Rev 2. And then again on the Rev 2 you just have to, you know, use the saw wave and some high pass, some low pass. And some reverb at the end of it, obviously. Yeah, well. It's kind of boring. Or is it? Well, it works as a loop. And then I'm using the blooper, again the blooper pedal. It has a modifier which is just a high pass or low pass filter, depending on where you put the knob. I kind of like this, honestly. Okay, I'll mark this like yellow. Like, this is an idea which is okay. Okay. And let's see what else we got there. Ah, okay. Then I'm using a blooped version of this with some very long reverb chords. I don't like this. That is too ambient for me. Like, and you know, I think there's good ambient and bad ambient. And good ambient has... I mean, that's... Good ambient is kind of... There's a composition behind this and some... And not too much reverb just flying around. And bad ambient is just like almost new age with lots of... and long reverbs and not really anything musically happening. I mean, what is music, right? What is music? Who knows? Ask John Cage. He will tell you, but... Yeah, but I find using too much reverb in ambient music is dangerous. Okay, that's not good. Why did I mark this red? Ah, because of that. But it's still not really... Well, maybe. I don't know. That's too much beep for me, I think. And the chord progression is really... I don't know. I've heard this so many times. I don't know. I kind of like it, though. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. Okay, let's delete this part and keep this, make it yellow as well, so that it's... We'll have to listen back to this later. Ah, now piano. Masiev Sadovsky writes, similar sound to Hummingbird from String Orchestra. Hey, thank you. Now, first of all, thank you for having listened to Hummingbird. And second, yeah? Ah, you mean this, the reverb sound. Yeah, the thing with Hummingbird is, what I really liked about this, Hummingbird also was just an improvisation. I was also not sure if I should record this, but I started with these, I think it's like 10, 12 chords, which also modulate between minor and major. It's kind of random at points. And only because of that, yeah, this chord progression does the whole thing work in the end, I think. If you're interested, I could tell you much more about how this, how Hummingbird works, I think. The funny thing is that a Hummingbird got used in a commercial. I don't know if you knew that, but Burberry, which is a clothing brand from the UK, yeah, wanted to use this in a commercial and paid me a lot of money to do that. Yeah, it's probably the most I've ever made with music that was purely for you know, not for a project or a film or a theater project or anything like that, or audiobook. Yeah, that was to the point where I thought, okay, hey, that works as well. You know, you can get these brand deals, not brand deals, but you know, sync deals, sync licensing deals, and you can make quite a bit of money with that. Okay, but I'm again not sure about this. Yeah, that's okay. Let's make it yellow. Yellow, and that's okay. And I think I'll... Yeah. Ah, what's this? Oops. That's no, we're suddenly in 6/8. Which I think is always an interesting time signature. because you can interpret it at both binary and ternary, so you can be like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. I can 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's the only key time signature where this is possible. Where you can have like continuously. I mean, there are compound time signatures like 5 and 7 and all 9 and all this stuff. Well, 9? But no, with 9 it's not possible again. It cannot be a ternary. It can just be a binary time signature. And that's why I like the 6/8 so much, because it's fluid. It can be either 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you can go between these all the time. That's why I like this time signature so much. Okay, but in this case, I don't know. I think there were improvisations later where I did better. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't like this too much. Even though... Oh, what's this? Kind of a halftime 6/8 feel. That I like this transition. Although the chords are kind of weird and the melody is, I don't know. You see this? That's what I mean. There was this brief moment where it kind of stumbled into another. Okay, that's not necessarily a in 6/8 still, but I feel like when you're in 6/8 you can do this metric modulations and go into I don't know, I can't describe it right now. Yeah, that's good. I like this part. Only because of the... I think we'll call this metric modulation to just be reminded that that's a thing and we could use this. So like that. Yes, that's something I tried with the track we've been working on the last stream as well, and it kind of didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. But maybe it will with this release. Here again. Ah, that's nice. This is actually nice. I don't like the backing. This backing texture. Yeah. That's actually nice. Okay, let's make this... Oh, I think let's make it red. Let's make it red because... Not because the... Yeah, this shifting between... I have to analyze this again, but shifting between this different meters is kind of interesting. So you never really know which meter is actually playing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like this. I like this. I have to see why this is good later, but I like this. Let's have it red. Okay, that was the improvisation from 14th of May. I think we can get rid of this track here. And yeah, probably of this track here. So I'll just deactivate it because it was not really good. And let's copy it and put it into the best improvisations project. Don't save this. Maybe that's a mistake, but hopefully not. Yes, it's here. Okay, and let's call this 14th of May. Oh, May 14th. Now, we've been through 1, 2, 3, 4 improvisations and a fifth one, which was not so good. And we're already at 15 minutes material. That's good. That's a lot. And they're asked, that's such a good idea to just improvise at the start of each session and just collect all the stuff we improvised later, because I already like these. Now, before we continue, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to pee. I'm sorry, people. Because another tip, a 14-bit MIDI knows. All you others, get ready. This is a great life advice if you're a music producer. If you drink water or whatever regularly while producing, like when you have no idea what to do, take a sip of water. You know, it just refreshes your mind, and it's a good thing generally. And the best part of this is you have to go to the toilet regularly and sit on that toilet for 5 minutes or whatever, or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and think about what you just did, like what you were producing, and you have this short moment of distance from your work and can really judge it and judge what to do next, and that way you don't really get lost in details too quickly. So drinking water while producing music is actually a vital part of my process. But yeah, I need to go to the toilet every now and then. Again, that's the good thing. Sorry for rambling about toilets, about toilets. I'll be right back. Now, I'm really impressed that there are still 4 people watching right now, even though I was gone for that long. Yeah, I think we'll really, I mean, this might be a little bit tedious, but I think I'll, you know, keep on streaming for about 1 hour, 1.5 hours, probably 1 hour, 20 minutes, and go through all the improvisations, because then we have this done and we can, you know, start with the new EP. And with the new EP, I mean, not the EP that will be out in August or September this year, but the EP that will come after this. Because the one which will come out next is finished already. If you haven't already, the last live stream was the stream where we actually finished this EP on. Check that out. Again, if you like this video, I think that's a very bad time to just say this, because I've just come back from you know where. But if you like this video, if you like this content, feel free to like it. It will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, if you don't like it, press the thumbs down button. And if you don't want to do anything at all and just lurk in appreciation, you can do that too. Yeah, I like this kind of. Alright, let's go on with the next improvisation. Probably from, must be the 15th of May? No, 16th of May, okay. Let's have a listen. And loading, oh, okay. Wait, I'll show you the screen. It's loading, the spinning wheel of death. Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that's actually a good idea to have an EP which is entirely the piano, because also that's the instrument I'm really, you know, I've been playing this since I can think, honestly. You know, since I'm like 4 years old, and I've even, you know, been playing around on pianos before that. So I feel like that's the instrument I can, you know, relate to the most and have just ideas pouring out without any resistance between my ability to play and the ideas that develop. Hey, why is this taking so long? Did Ableton just crash? Why is this taking so long? Okay. Okay, I'll just read through chat again. 14-bit MIDI is also still there and listening. 14-bit MIDI, that's beautiful. Thank you. Hey, and to the other 4 people watching right now, if you want, you can always, you know, write anything, ask me anything, and yeah, I will make sure to read out every comment, because sometimes on YouTube it doesn't really show you the chat to the right of this, and sometimes it does. Okay, I think I'm going to close Ableton because I think it crashed. But the great thing about Ableton is that's probably the best function in Ableton is this dialog, which will not appear. Well, okay. Now let's hope that it saved what we did. But I think it did. Please. Yes, it did. Okay. Now that's good. Open live set. We want to have the one from the 16th of May. And yeah, okay. And it's an empty set. I know what happened there. I just didn't press record. That's too sad. That's too bad. Okay, 19th of May. That looks better, and that looks like a project I have not yet looked into. So we are going to hear this for the first time now. I just put a compressor on the piano track. Real quick, and some low cut, because that rumble is not necessary. Okay, let's see. Whoa, that's a lot of loud. That's too loud. What's this? I don't like this. No. I don't like this. That sounds like a... I don't know. Nah. I don't know what this sounds like, but I don't like it. No. No. I don't like that loop, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, that was one of the first improvisation sessions where I had the delay pedal and the reverb pedal attached to my piano. So I think we're not getting a lot from this loop here. Ah, that's way too cheap jazzy. No, that's not good. But I like this repeating. I kind of did a similar thing today when I started the stream with the improvisation. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's nothing I could build a song on, but it's a nice sound design idea. I'll just keep this. Mark it orange. Okay. Well, we can delete the beginning of this whole thing, and yeah, let's keep on listening. Yeah, that's basically the technique of the piano looping stuff with the ambient texture behind that we've used in the outro of the Budgie Dolphin track on the last stream. Oh, that's actually a nice chord there. I like this. I think I like this. Okay, except for the distortion. Yeah, I like this, actually. Let's listen back with the... Nah, this texture in the background is... It's not really good. But this one is good. The chord progression. It's simple, again, the simple things. And then I'm recording another layer. Okay, let's take this one. This one gets orange because it's okay. Like I have a color coding for these type of things. Or yellow is like meh, it's okay, but let's see. Orange is, that's actually a good thing, I like this. And red is, I need to work on this as soon as possible because it's brilliant. Oh, not brilliant, but it's something. I think I've tried to use the my pedal board with the piano sound here. And this sounds like a blooper loop with the piano. Ah, yeah. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's definitely the piano going through the blooper. This part is interesting. I mean, it's really simple, and again, it's really Tom Yorkie style. Let's make it yellow. It's a yellow. Okay, and delete all of this. The problem with this pedal board is though that it's in mono. I mean, it's not necessarily a problem, but the input is mono. The only stereo effect on that pedal board is a reverb. And I have 2 microphones behind the piano. In case you haven't already, I have a video on my whole studio setup. It's also on my channel. I think I put it out like a week ago, less, on Monday. So in case you're curious how I have set all of this up here, that's also on my channel. And I think it already has like 70 views or something, so it's really going viral. No, it's not. And it doesn't have to, you know. But I get questions a lot of how I have set this up here, and I just wanted to make one video, which is a little bit clickbaity. I'm sorry for that. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I think I should experiment more with the piano and the blooper pedal board. And if I see this correctly, I've started to add some synthesizer to that. Let's see. Okay. That's interesting. These are interesting chords. I mean, not really that interesting. But that's also a nice setup, right? Putting the piano through the pedal board with the blooper and the delay and the reverb at the end. And then using the Rev 2 as some kind of like the Prophet Rev 2 for these chords. Still not sure. I don't like the chord progression and of that, but what I do like is the general idea of using this way. So let's make this yellow as well, because it's okay. But I think it has potential. The process has a lot of potential. Okay, what's this? Okay, now the texture here, the piano loop texture is kind of weird. And here you see this, I've played this in a very wide voicing, so the synthesizer with octaves and like over 3 octaves. But again, the Rev 2 is awesome for that. Hey, and I like what is this? I think that's the piano. Yeah, it's the piano. That's nice. Okay. I think we can delete all of this here, but this one is actually it's interesting. Okay. That's an interesting texture. But I think you can't make a whole EP out of textures. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't listen to it, I think. And this is nice. I like this. So if you've just tuned in, I am Felix. I'm a composer. I've been doing this for more than 10 years, and we're right now going through improvisations from the last 13 streams, because I usually start every stream with an improvisation here in my studio. And we're basically looking for good ideas in these improvisations, which could be the start of a new track and the start of a whole new EP. Because on the last stream we finished the new EP, kind of, and instead of just, you know, showing you how I do all the marketing stuff for these EPs, and how to get it on Spotify playlists and all that pretty boring stuff, I thought, hey, let's just start a new EP. I mean, in the end, I want to make music, right? And not do marketing and promotion. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Okay, I like this. I don't know if this is like the chord progression like this really works. I mean, I love these piano loops like these. That's another thing I do a lot. Is just have this one note at the top of the progression, chord progression, just beep. What's Orgelpunkt in English? Wait, I have to, that's the German word Orgelpunkt. And it's a musical, like a Satztechnik. I need to, pedal point, right, a pedal point. And this is just taken from, you know, Tom York, who does this a lot in his piano voicings, or did this a lot. I don't know if he still does, but on the, like, Pyramid Song and the Everything in Its Right Place, he did it a lot. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This could be something. This could be something, I think. Especially with this, you know, little intro thingy here. And I like the chord progression here in the end. Question is if there will be any kind of beat with this. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not like this, at least. But this is something I can see on the new EP. And it just rhymed. Let's see, what about this? I think this was just to remind me that it's a good idea to use the blooper on the piano sounds. But I think this one here is the same process, just with a musical core, which is one that I can actually listen to. So, yeah, awesome. I think that's the sixth improvisation we've listened to today. Save, don't save, please. Because I don't want to have this cut up version when I open this again. I just want to have this one. Yeah. So, this was from the 16th of May, I think. May 16th. Oh, that's more than 20-minute material already. And this is not even counting the improvisations which I just forgot to record, which I will have to listen back later. Because I don't want to do don't want to do that to you, like listening to a YouTube video on a YouTube stream of a YouTube stream. That's kind of, I won't do that. Okay, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 more improvisations. Let's have a listen to this one. Okay, and this one again, I have not listened to this, so we are going to listen to this for the first time. Let's see what I did there. And there's no compressor on the piano. We need a compressor. That's what I do with, like, almost every time I use this piano, there's a compressor on it. because it just sounds better, I think. Hey, I know this. Haven't we listened to this already? Yes, we have. Ah! That was... Okay, I did something wrong. I'm sorry for that. 20th. So it's just three more improvisations. And I think after that, let's see, I still have 1 hour left. I don't know. I don't know, really. Let's see. Okay, it's very loud. Let's make it a little bit more quiet. Nah. Okay, and that's the Rev 2. The ZVAX instant lo-fi. That's where the hiss comes from, and the extreme compression, and the beautiful tape wobbly sound, and the pitch stuff comes from the blooper pedal. Okay. We need some compression here, please. Okay. Not really sure about this. So I'm experimenting with the loop pedal, which I have just attached to my piano. It's basically the Boss DD30 or DD something, which also has a 60-second looper, which you can overdub. And that's what I did there. I think we can delete this synthesizer pad. Oh, let's see. I don't... Oh, it's okay. It just has to be really quiet. Nah, it doesn't really fit. I'll just delete this. I think we can also do one... You know, there could also be pieces on this new EP where it's just the piano. Like no synthesizer, just the piano, some loops. Because I think this works as well here. Like starting with a simple repetitive loop. And building on this. I mean, this is still pretty cheesy here. But I like this. I'm a cheesy guy. And I write cheesy music from time to time. And that's okay. You know, embrace the cheesiness inside of you. That sounds so tasty. Anyway. Yeah, and I think you can also have this one chord and just loop. Yeah, that works. That works. I like this. Okay, I also have to include the part where I create this loop. Wait, let's do it like this. Okay. Bing, 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 bing. We don't need this track. Let's see where this goes. That's like my go-to chord progression. Was that? Yeah, that's my daughter. Yeah, whatever. I think this idea works as well. I don't know if this chord progression and this melody here in particular are really that good, but having this one chord, which you just take one tiny bit of, loop that, and build everything around this, kind of works. So I'll make this yellow. Ah, this one is good. No, this one not, but this. And then just repeat. Like this. No, this one not. Okay. Yes, this one. That's good. Yeah, and the syncopation is also good. Makes it more interesting, I think. Yes, this is good. I like this. Ah, and the Picardy third. If you haven't been there at the beginning of this stream, 14-bit Media and I had this little conversation about the Picardy third and how I tend to use this a lot and how Bach used to use this a lot, and generally like medieval music was always like, no, we cannot end a piece on a minor chord. So even if the piece was in minor, in a minor key, it would end in major, like with a major chord at the end. And the reason I like this a lot, and also I like medieval music a lot, is because they didn't really have this rigid theory of how you write music and how keys are constructed and how you have to stick to these and how there are functions. And you know, they didn't have this really music theory which was, yeah, which you could just follow and write music, which made it much more interesting, I think, the stuff they made, because there was this element of randomness. Ah, oh, that's nice. Oh, I like this. Wait, this is good. Wait. Okay, this is good. How did this develop? So there's still this loop, and then I was just adding small bits, and then going for this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, it's in a beautiful meter, 6/8 or maybe 3/4. I don't know, pretty fast 3/8 maybe. Say it's in 6/8, which is always a nice time signature. I have rambled about this time signature for about 10 minutes. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. I like this. Okay, I'll definitely... This definitely works. Okay, yeah, but it needs something else, so it cannot be only that. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's also a good idea to use the looper and the overdubbing functions to just slowly build this up and up and up and up and up. Ah, and with the third in the... third in the bass. The sad thing is that there is this distortion. Oh, this is nice. Oh yes. Oh yes. That was a good one. Hey. You know, these are the moments when I feel like it's so much fun to make music. You know, when you listen back to some improvisations, I don't know if you know this, if you listen back to some of your improvisations or music you've written, and you just think, well, that's good, I like this. And I like this, here, this. I mean, the loop is a little bit too loud and all that stuff. That's beautiful. Let's see if we can... What's this? Yeah, this is definitely something. Yeah, I could listen to this. I mean, we would have to work on this a lot. And it needs more structure, I think. And the melody there is kind of lame, but I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Ah. Okay, yeah, I think I'll use this whole passage. Probably, maybe. And another metric modulation. Dun, bum, bum. I love to do these. Yes. I mean, the loop in the background becomes pretty annoying if it's too loud. But yeah, it becomes pretty annoying if it goes on for too long. I still save this. Okay, awesome. Beautiful. I think we'll just use the yeah, I think we'll just use the piano track with this improvisation because the loop or the texture was a little bit boring. Save before closing? No, don't save. Okay. Well, let's put this here. That was the which one? The 20th? Yes, 20th of May. And this one here was not from the 16th, but from the 19th, I think. 19th, and this one was the 20th. May 20th. All right. So almost half an hour of music here. We are almost done. Now, 20th. 23rd is the next one, and after that it's the 30th from today, but I didn't think there was too much good stuff in there today. We'll see. Okay, this one I have not listened to yet. It's 20 minutes long. Let's see. No, don't like that. I can instantly tell that's not good. Okay. Ah, okay. This one is good. Well, it's okay. Let's be honest. It's okay. Although, again, major chords. Major chords where you don't expect them. It's a beautiful thing. This one. You wouldn't expect it there. and then I've looped. Okay, I have looped this. But then I've played some weird stuff onto that, and it's not good. Okay, I think the chord progression is okay in context of this loop playing. Let's make it yellow. Like, it's okay. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this melody. It's kind of random. Okay, let's delete everything before that. And let's see. Ah. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, I think I wanted to play cello there. And we'll need some reverb to cover up all my bad intonation. Pretty sure. I mean, just so that you know, I started to learn to play the cello from YouTube videos a couple of years ago. So it's not an instrument I feel really comfortable on, but I feel like it's a great tool to write melodies and to come up with very different textural ideas than I would have when I play the piano. You know, and very simple ideas like this, it kind of restricts you if you play an instrument which you can't really play. But sometimes that's a good thing, you know? Because if you have too many options, yeah, at least me, I tend to get lost. That's okay. I don't know, it's kind of a little bit too ambient. And my intonation is really not good. But hey, for having learned this from YouTube tutorials, I think it's okay. Yeah, but the whole idea is kind of is okay. It's not really anything to write home about. Okay, but I'll still mark this like yellow because it's okay. And maybe, hey, maybe you listen back to this sometime and I like it much more. But right now, I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, this is not so interesting. What's this? Again, same technique from the 19th. No, this time it's a delay, which is it's a ping pong delay, and it has feedback put to maximum. That's a little bit more interesting, I think. Yeah, well, I like the basic idea of using it this way. Yeah, and in general, you know, things that are not this mellow thing all the time. This is okay. Yeah. Ah. You know, I have this started this idea. I don't know what this would have developed into, but then somebody rang the door and I had to take it. That's nice. Yeah. And then somebody rings the door. Destiny. Okay. Okay, let's use this as well. I like this. Yeah, I like this. Let's make it red. It's some kind of weird timed signature. Ah, really, this thing annoys me already. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, then I had to go open the door. And that was what I remembered. Yeah, and it's different. Okay, I'll have to do an improvisation with this material, I think. Okay. No. It's not... Yeah, well, that's the way it is. Okay. And then was trying to find it and recreate it, but I couldn't find it anymore. Well, even though this is really cheesy, I like this loop. I don't know why. Okay, now I'm doing strange stuff with the blooper. Yeah. Let's just... Well, let's mark it orange. I think it's okay. Now... Okay, no, that's not interesting. What is this? Ah, no. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay, that's an interesting way to vary that idea, that loop, to just double it with synthesizer stuff. I mean, interesting in a way that it kind of works, I think. Kind of. I don't know. Let's make it yellow and attach it to that idea. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I like this. Okay. Let's make this yellow as well and delete the rest. And delete this one. And yellow. All right. We don't need that braun, do we? Ah, no, here. There was the cello thing. Yeah, well, I don't know. This is like a 6 out of 10. But it's still a 6, you know, it's not nothing. All right, copy this and let's open the May improv stuff. No, I saved it, but hey, it's okay. That was from the 23rd. Let's copy it here. Put a marker here saying May 23rd. Yeah, we are almost done. Almost done. One improvisation to go, and that's the one from today. And I think there was something good. I don't know. Let's see. No, please don't crash. Oh, wow. I'm really tired right now. I've been working for quite some time before that stream already. and I didn't sleep well. I don't know what about you? Oh, there's still just there's still just one person watching, and I guess it's 14-bit meaty. No, 2 people watching, but I think one of that 2 people is me. So 14-bit meaty, you're like my my most loyal listener. That's beautiful. Listener, watcher, like collaborative streaming partner. And why did this crash again here? Wait, I have to... Okay, I'll just close it and hope that it's saved. The whole thing. "14-bit meaty writes, drink some water." That's what I just did, honestly. I drank some water, 2 seconds later your comment popped up. Hey, and something bad is happening to the internet connection right now. What is going on? All right. Yeah, I think I'll stream like half an hour. Or maybe I will stop a little bit earlier because, yeah, I don't think we'll get anything else done except for going through this improvisation and then maybe listening back to the best of. Probably not to all of it, but... Okay, today's improvisation. Oh, it's panned weirdly. Let's put it a little bit there. It's weird. What did I do there? Okay. I mean, there's still the whole first half of this improvisation which I did not record. Okay, I think I don't like that. And I have to get rid of this distortion thing. It's not distorted in Ableton. The recording here is okay. So it must happen somewhere before that. Well, I'll see. Hey, and we are 3 people watching again. So if you've just started watching this, we are currently going through old improvisations from the last streams. I usually start every stream with like 20-minute improvisation material. And yeah, we're basically just going through these, seeing if there's anything good in there. Oh, again, Picardy third. Yeah, we're a small community of... Basically, we are all musicians. I feel like everybody who's watching this is a musician in any way, in some way, which makes sense. Yeah, this is so Thomas Newman, right? Yeah. There was a great theory book on music theory, and it's something I remember about this, and it was in this harmonic theory stuff part where it said that like in nature, like with gravity, transitions from a major to a minor chord, like going from C major to C minor within a song, are much more often happening than the other way around, which would be against gravity. So the major third just drops down to the minor third. Like here. And it kind of stuck with me, this image that, yeah, it's a very Thomas Newman-y, but I think that's okay. I mean, I'm just paying tribute to Thomas Newman, I would say. I like this part. And I mean, you could just stay on the major third here. I feel like going down to the minor third is not necessary, but I like it. It's like this little, I don't know. Yeah, I like this. So, slightly detuned piano, not just slightly. Maybe I have to tune this piano someday. Yeah, I like this. Well, not the chord progression in particular, but this. I think these small, tiny loops will also be part of this new EP in some way. Okay, yeah, let's use this. This is a little bit too, I don't know, too... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this part. I like this much more. It's very, you know, very small. Thomas Newman writes, no, 14-bit MIDI writes, the felt piano just sounds great. Thank you. Thank you. Well, honestly, it was the setup I had before. The setup I have now is in another room where the piano was in the middle of it, like a 30 square meters room. The piano was in the middle, and the room was full with couches and other stuff that would absorb lots of frequencies. And it sounded much better there. It sounds much better there. But I mean, here right now, it's also okay, I think. But thank you. You know, I'm really good at taking a compliment and turning it against me. Ah, beautiful. And there's not even a compressor on this. And there's distortion, but this piano, like I said in the beginning, I have a whole video out on this Monday, which talks about my studio setup here. And this piano is probably by far the most expensive piece of equipment I have, but it's also a really, really good instrument. And it has this felt mechanism already built into, so you just flick a switch and then there is felt between the strings and the hammers. And it sounds like this, then. With two Neumann microphones behind the piano. That's it. And the beautiful thing about this is that's a sound, you know, you can really produce in a room like this. And it sounds good. It sounds the way it should sound. If I record violin or cello here, I have to do lots of work to make it sound okay. But with that piano, it sounds just the way it should sound. Okay, and then I went to the synthesizer. Well, that's good. I like this. Wait. Especially when there's this break. And still this... Okay, and 14-bit MIDI also writes, makes fun to use a real acoustic instrument instead of VST plugins. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, there are some things you just have to learn by trying them out. And once you've played a real beautiful instrument, which, you know, it cracks and lives, and there's this... Yeah, it behaves so differently than these VST instruments. I mean, these felt piano VST libraries also sound good. Don't get me wrong, but it's always, you know, there's something missing. And even if it's just like my feeling of sitting at this piano and the sound in the room, and yeah, if it's inspiring, then I play different stuff. The most extreme experience I had with this was when I was still studying at the university. I was studying sound engineering and composition and lots of other stuff. But there was a point where I was in a great concert hall, and there was this Steinway D in the middle of that concert hall, and it was all empty. Everybody was gone, but this piano was still standing there. I sat down onto this Steinway piano and just pressed one key, and it was beautiful. This huge room and just this huge instrument, just one key, and that's when I understood like the power of a good instrument in a good room, and the power of the inspiration you get from that alone. And yeah, literally, I could just play one note, and it was beautiful already. And then I could play another note, and it get even better. So I don't think that you can really get this experience from sitting at home with a MIDI keyboard, even if it's really good, and a VST library. You will never get I would. Maybe you will, but I would never get this kind of inspiration from that sound. Yeah. But hey, you can make music using that as well. I digress. I like this here. Yeah, I think I like this. And then just repeat this. Okay, let's see where this goes, but I think up to this point it's good. After that it may not be. Yeah, the chord progression is kind of weird. And you can tell I'm searching for something that works. And I'm not really finding anything. That's why I stop. Yeah, that's okay. But the beginning was good. I like this. Let's mark this, I don't know. 14-bit MIDI writes true. Yeah. The problem with this whole thing is I don't have a concert hall, and I don't have like 100,000 euros for a Steinway Model D or whatever grand piano. Yeah, but you know, I have my piano here. That's a good start. Okay. Don't know what was... okay, then I was fiddling around with these LFOs on the Rev 2 and mapped it to the cutoff, but it kind of didn't work. Yeah, no, that... What's this? That's an interesting chord. What's that? Major, what? 7th? Yeah, it's a minor 7th, I think. C minor, yeah, minor 7th. That's one thing I'm really good at. Like my ears, very good. I have very good ears. And again, major chords where you would not expect them, but yeah, it doesn't really work here, I think. I like this wham, these low pass swells. Okay, I'm going to save this just for that one particular sound. Let's see. Make it yellow, and we are almost done, I think. We are almost done already. What's this? Yeah. Okay. And then I looped this chord progression. Okay. Yeah, but that was it. That's it. Okay, I think we don't need that part. Let's delete it. Okay, not so much good material, actually. But that's okay. Now, let's put this into the best May. Don't save. And you know what I think is weird sometimes when I listen to, or when I hear about other musicians finishing a whole EP in a week or something. And I'm thinking, oh, how do they do that? I have no idea. I could never do that. Ah, okay. Now we have to... The piano is panned weirdly here, so we do some... I have to do some automation here. Show automation. Some panning automation with this track. I think it was on the whole... Oops. Come on. Okay, now it's more in the center. Yeah, okay. The whole improvisation was kind of panned to the left or right. Something. I'm very good with my ears. Okay, hey, that's it. We are done. We are through. Now that is... For all the improvisations I recorded about 35 minutes material. 30 minutes. That's good. Let's listen only to the red parts. That's a nice one. Yeah, it has to go differently after that, I think. I don't like this part. Yeah, I don't like this. But this one is again very good. Okay, let's listen to this one. Yeah, it's very minimal, but it's nice. Oh, and it's very loud. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful track. I feel like this this synthesizer track here is something that could almost be used the way it is. The piano part, maybe that would need some work. It definitely would need some work. Well, again, I mean, it's kind of cheesy, you know? But again, I'm a cheesy person. I'm made out of cheese. I am very tasty. Okay, yeah, this is still... I don't know, but this works, I think. What is this? And why is it brown? Ah, I like this as well. That was the Dark Star reverb. Chord progression. With some piano arpeggios. Okay. And I like this a lot because of the metric modulation here. Yeah, and this one as well. Yeah, that's nice. And this one here. Whoa, that is very loud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you know what? We'll turn down this whole improvisation here. And so we can make it louder again. Ah, okay, that was the one. Now, sadly, there's some distortion there, but I mean, I would not use this original recording anyway. I would have to re-record it. I would only use it for the loop that's playing there. And that's something I think that can be done better. I was really in love with this when I listened back to this like half an hour ago, and now I'm not sure anymore. Maybe it's not that good at all. It's okay. Yeah, listening back to this now, I'm not sure anymore. Okay. That's basically the same thing, just slower. And with these 10th boom 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 in the left hand of the piano. And the doorbell. Yeah, this piano sound is nice. I like this one as well. Let's make it red, so I will remember next time. Yeah. Okay. But I think that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Especially thank you to you. Thank you 14-bit MIDI. Also DJ RY, Maciej Sadowski, and all you other beautiful people who were watching and not in chat, but that's no problem. Thank you for being here, and I think on the next stream, which will be on, let me see, which will be on Tuesday. So next Tuesday, 15 to 17 p.m. Central European Time, I will be streaming again. And then I'm going to pick any of these ideas here and yeah, go with these and start to build a new track. Which will be fun, because that will be the first whole EP that will be made on stream. Yeah. And if you have any questions, if you liked this stream and if you liked this video, it will help me a lot if you just leave a little like in the corner there. If you want to get notified when I go online or upload any new video, feel free to hit the like button, because then you will be notified and won't miss anything. And yeah, I hope you liked it, and see you on Tuesday.